For everyone to get some shots up, find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The wing set for him, Mitchell and Hunter. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for New York, Towns is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Ortiz in at the point. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint, nice drive right there.
Ortiz passes to Bridges. Ortiz gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, "My guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape." Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Good on the bucket.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Harden kicks to Mitchell. Mobley dishes to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Pocket 6. In the corner, Harden. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
TB, it's hard to believe, but OG Anunoby is still in his 20s. He clearly has room to grow.
The league better look at him, because OG Anunoby is starting to understand he can be a force on the offensive end. We already know he's a menace defensively.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after New York gets the 3.
Oh, when Jared Allen gets near the basket, you just know he's going to finish with authority.
Bridges shot, good.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment. The Cavaliers trail by 20. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for New York.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, Anunoby. James Harden missing on the 3. Here's Ortiz. And again, New York with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Harden, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted. Defense, there's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
The Knicks making a switch here. Elbows checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Tyson's checked in. Now here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 40-point game against Detroit. Lets it go with a three. Mobo with the rebound.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, and yet somehow...
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Mitchell against Brunson. Mitchell passes to Mobley. It's deflected. Here's Ortiz. 26 points for him last game against Denver.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the...
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. They host the Spurs after this one. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. The 1-2 punch of Anunoby and Towns are inside for him. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Ortiz in at the point guard. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Back to Harden. 54. For the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Here's Ortiz over Harden. Ortiz gets the bucket. Ortiz has got 31 points.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. He does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Harden, no good.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Nailed from three-point land.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by New York.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency. Shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now, here's Mitchell. 6 points for him, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Ortiz.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Mobley, a screen on Brunson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at New York, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And checking out Cleveland, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for the Knicks, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And the Knicks with possession. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Ortiz gets the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Good on the triple.
Oh, Evan Mobley dueling from distance, responding with a 3 of his own.
Here's Ortiz. Brunson the pass to Ortiz. Over Harden. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Here's Ortiz. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Harden has made a career of his ability to navigate into the painted area. Boy, this guy, if he gets inside, look out, turn the lights out.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 6. Pass to Mobley. From downtown, another miss by Harden.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Here's Ortiz. Covered, but good. He hits again.
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history. Swiped away. Here's Ortiz. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Mobley kicks to Harden. And another miss by Cleveland.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now, here is Harden. 12 points for him. Cleveland moving the ball around. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
And he sinks the second. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Here's Ortiz. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Here's Mobo. And another 3 for New York.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Knicks lead, 114-60.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Over McBride. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Here's Ortiz, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mitchell passes to Williams. Back to Mitchell. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Ortiz. And good! He hits it again.
He has tied the mark for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was